welcome to Consistently. Oh, wait. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just go for it?
Just go for it, man.
Okay, welcome to Consistently Inconsistent Podcast. My name is Patrick.
My name is Aiden.
And today's episode is going to be sponsored by nobody. But please sponsor us if you have a business and desire to sponsor us. Yeah, welcome to today's episode. We're just going to be talking. It's another...
Just chatting away.
It's a new day, full of new opportunities. And
Should we address the problem that we came across last night?
What was the problem?
I saw it as a massive problem, Patrick. The problem of the fact that we are not the only podcast called Consistently Inconsistent.
Yes.
On this universe.
Goodness. You should have seen it, man.
I was pretty
so
triggered.
Aiden and I sleep in the same house. We live in the same house. I don't know why I phrased that so weirdly. Please forgive me.
It was because I was just about to go to bed. You were just about to go to bed.
So we live in the same house. We live, like, our bedrooms are right across from each other. And so I just hear, I can't remember what it was exactly, but, like, it was just kind of this yell.
I don't know, man. I don't know either.
Patrick! I'm very cautious of, like, not deafening people that are wearing headphones.
No, we don't want to deafen our listeners.
And so I was like, I opened my door right as he was barging into my room, and he's like, "We aren't the only ones." So, like, he shows me, cause we're on Spotify now. Exciting news, exciting stuff. We're on Spotify. To all you Spotify listeners, hello, welcome to the show. And we're so glad that you can join us. To all those SoundCloud listeners, we're glad that you have been sticking around. And so, yeah, he shows me Spotify, right? So when you Google or when you search on Spotify Consistently Inconsistent, what shows up is there's two other podcasts by the name of Consistently Inconsistent. And
it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
It truly is. We listen to them, and they are nothing.
Just getting that out there. They have nothing on Consistently Inconsistent. It was kind of creepy though. Like the intro was very similar to what we want to do. I was like, we just looked at each other like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. And they only have one episode out. Mm-hmm. They talked about Area 51. Mm-hmm. Like,
no, well, there's two.
The first one has one episode.
Yeah, the first one has one episode. But yeah, they're recording on their phones, first of all.
Yeah, the quality definitely isn't as good.
We're here in, like, basically a recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always thanking Anchor.
Yeah, what is Anchor?
To be fair, I was looking at it yesterday. Anchor, yeah, because remember I was like, hey man, there's a way that we can get paid to do this podcast.
Oh, that's what you were looking at.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So everybody's just in it for the money.
Do we need Anchor?
We're not in it for the money.
Nah, man. We're in it for the listeners.
But if you would like to give us money, hit us up.
Hit us up, yeah. Like we have t-shirts coming in.
Yes. So
Patrick
I've got a list
t-shirts.
of actually of things that I would like to announce.
Go for it, man.
First of all, yeah. So I already mentioned Spotify. Yeah. So we've designed some t-shirts.
We have.
We've ordered just 2 for now, just for Aiden and I, so that we can kind of get a feel as to what the quality is like. But we're hoping that if they're good, we're hoping that, if people are interested, we'd love to start selling some t-shirts. I'd say that it'll probably be around €30. For any Canadian listeners, that's around $45.
They're long sleeve t-shirts with a design on the front and back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's not, it's good quality.
We're pretty privileged around here.
Although I think even then we might, for the t-shirts that we sell, then we could almost kind of just do like a design on the front, and a design on the back could be like for premium buyers.
Yes, or 2 different designs.
Like exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Front, yeah, 2 different designs.
And then that way it'll be cheaper.
Let's do that. I'd say.
Yeah.
So what is it gonna be, like 30 Canadian? 30, 35?
We'll have to do some research into it.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
We'll get our research team on that.
What else? Any other announcements, Patrick?
Yes. So we would like to shout out two people in particular.
Mhm.
The first would be Brady Grant. Let me just pull up his text. I received a text message from him. He was responding to our first podcast, episode 0, the pilot, by saying because we asked people if they wanted to let us know what zombie apocalypse weapon they would bring.
Mhm.
So let me just find this. So Brady Grant says, I'm going to go with a phaser from Star Trek, which is the superior sci-fi show as my weapon of choice, for all the same reasons as a lightsaber, except you can kill from a distance and you don't look like a tool carrying around a lightsaber.
That is a great answer, Brady. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So again, like when we ask questions on the podcast, we'd love for people to interact.
We would.
So like anything you guys want to say,
Email us, text us,
text
Instagram us.
We've changed our email. If you want to get in contact with us through email, the email is patrickspodcast55@gmail.com.
55.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brady.
So thank you, Brady. And we also have Instagram.
We do. Thank you to the Millicent O'Connor for setting that up.
She was on
our social
the pilot
media
episode as well.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, thank you so much, Millie. If you'd like to find that is Consistently Inconsistent Show, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
The next thing we'd like to shout out is Jake. So Jake is part of Net Scotland staff, and he recently, so a few of us recently went to Germany to put on a weekend retreat for confirmation.
It's amazing.
And he did a vlog for the trip. And he put out the vlog, and I told him that I'd give him a shout out on the podcast, just for fun. So go check
him out.
Jake's vlog.
Yeah.
I think his YouTube channel is called Jacob Robbins.
Perfect. That's awesome. Hey, Jacob.
And that's all that I have to say.
That's awesome. Well, Patrick, I was thinking our last episode, actually the episode before, no, our last episode, episode 2, was pretty random, to say the least.
I'm so sorry, people.
Yeah, I'm really sorry you had to endure all that.
Really
It was
sorry.
50 minutes of just
Like, honestly,
agonizing
God bless
awkwardness.
you.
Yeah,
I
really.
think at one point Aiden said, if you've listened this far, you're like,
It's probably a miracle,
yeah.
I think. Is
And I honestly think the same.
yeah.
Like, I really would be surprised if people listened to that whole
Yeah.
podcast episode.
Well, this time we thought about it, right, Patrick? And we said we need more of a direction. We need more of a kind of a structure for these fun episodes, because if we don't, it's just going to be super awkward and agonizing. No one's going to listen to it. So for this, I was thinking about it a little bit, praying about it. And I thought that Patrick and I would come up with 3 questions to ask each other. We'll just go back and forth. So I'll ask my first question, then you'll ask your first question to me. We do not know what the questions are. So this is also good practice for us, because in the podcasting industry, I feel like you really have to be on your toes. You have to be a good listener, and you have to be able to respond to things really quickly.
True.
Not necessarily really quickly. You can take your time to think about it. But to be able to pull something, a viable answer up if someone asks you, like an interview,
Exactly.
you got to be prepared. So should I ask my first question, Patrick, to you?
I feel like I've been talking for a good bit at the beginning, so
Okay.
maybe I'll ask my first question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Okay. My first question to you, Aiden.
Okay.
What movie can you watch over and over again without getting tired of, and why?
Oh, man. That's a really good question. Oh, there's so many. My family has just a list of movies that are like the Jones family classics, This might sound like an interesting choice, but I would say The Muppet Christmas Carol is a movie that I could watch over and over again. Interesting, yeah, definitely. I love it. Just the music is so amazing. The Muppets are amazing. Michael Caine is amazing. The storyline is amazing.
Yeah.
I really love it. But apart from that film, could I maybe choose another?
Sure.
Okay. On the plane back to Ireland for our January training, I watched a film called Ad Astra.
Okay.
Upon watching this film, I realized that I love space films. I love them. I could watch space films all day.
So just in general, space films.
No. Ad Astra was good, but
Mm.
it brought me back to the unbeatable Interstellar. Interstellar, man. I think I could watch that over and over
Such a
again.
good movie.
One, because it's deep. You know, like you could definitely go in circles
Yeah.
along big circles with
Yeah.
with kind of the thought process.
Yeah.
I still haven't really wrapped my mind around it.
Have
fully.
you watched? Whenever I think
the
of
music.
Interstellar, there's my god, Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Is an absolute
Oh,
genius.
We should reach out to him, get him to do some music for our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Or bring him in, interview him.
Let us know what you guys think of the outro music that we've been doing as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry,
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Interstellar's great. Whenever I think of Interstellar, I like that one, but I'm also reminded of Arrival. Have you seen Arrival?
Oh my gosh. I love Arrival. It's so
It's
good.
actually amazing.
If you have not seen Arrival, go watch it now. It's
Jeremy
incredible.
Renner and Amy
Oh
Adams.
yeah.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Insane. Amazing plot. Amazing twist.
I'm pretty sure my dad doesn't like them a whole lot. I think they're just a bit too slow for him.
Oh, space films?
No, those ones in general. Or not, sorry, those ones in specific. Like he likes
Those two.
He likes Star Trek.
Yeah.
And like he likes, sci-fi. But when it comes to those two, they're just kind of like, I think there's not enough action and it's too much like
Sure. Yeah.
philosophy, which is funny because he majored in philosophy.
Did he?
He did.
So he's had too much of it. He's done.
I guess so.
Yeah, maybe.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So thank you for.
Yeah.
That's
You're
a really good
welcome.
answer, man.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Check out the Muppet Christmas Carol. All right. So
what did you think of the new Muppet films, by the way?
So I think I saw both of them. The one I remember is the one with who's the guy from How I Met Your Mother. I think it's
Patrick
that.
Harris.
I think no.
Oh.
The main Barney.
Yeah. No, that's
Not Barney.
Marshall.
Marshall. I think he's in that
His
one,
name.
right? He's in that first of the new one.
He's in the first one.
I really like that one. I thought that was really
I
good.
can't think of his name right now.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Shout out to him.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
You got it,
I'm
Patrick.
gonna
Come on.
Google it.
Okay. Anyways, the second one, I think I saw. It wasn't as memorable for me. That second of the new one. I don't even remember what it was called. I don't remember what either of them was called. But the Muppets were a big part of my childhood. Grew up watching the
Jason
Muppet
Segel.
Show. Oh, Jason Segel.
Jason Segel?
I think he was in it.
is. Yeah, he is.
Am I a man? Am I a Muppet?
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. I really like it.
That's a good one. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
Good follow-up question.
Thank you.
Are you ready, Patrick, for your
I
question?
am so ready.
So, if you could create any sport, what would it be?
If I could create any
It could be anything.
sport,
Yeah,
what
anything
would it be?
that you could do for a sport, organized league, Olympic sport.
That is a very interesting question.
Thank you, Patrick.
And a lot more difficult than my first question.
Too difficult?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think I could think of something.
Okay.
Crab apple fight.
Crab apple fight?
Yeah, like professional crab apple fight. When I was younger, me and my brothers, we lived in this one house, and we had like 4 or 5 crab apple trees in the backyard, and we had like tree forts in them, and
That's
we
awesome.
had, yeah, no, it was actually amazing. And so we'd just be like whipping crab apples at each other.
And the crab apple, they're small, right? The crab apples?
Small enough. There were some pretty girthy ones. But it was not pleasant to get hit in the face with one of those, or like anywhere in the body for that matter.
Interesting. So is it like a team sport or is it 1v1?
I think you could do a team sport. Like I feel like it would almost be like professional paintball.
I was just going to say paintballing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have a course and everything.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
It would be a bit more intense than paintball, I think,
Yeah,
because
yeah. That's
So
awesome.
That's just the first one that comes to
No,
mind. It's really random.
I would play.
Yeah.
I would definitely play.
If I think of any other like better ones.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. I'll
Thank you for answering.
Hey, no worries. Man.
Well, I mean, how about shout out to the listeners? What would you create? Any sport?
Yeah.
If you could create any
absolutely.
sport, what would it be and
I
why?
feel like we can expect a response from Brady Grant.
One of our best listeners, man. He's just a legend.
He's a hero.
He's a
shouted
hero,
us
yeah.
out on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brady.
You're a hero.
I thought you were gonna say you're welcome.
Yeah. I was going to, and then I was like, wait a minute.
I'm not Brady.
I'm not Brady.
All right, man. Thank you.
Are you ready for your next
I'm
question?
ready for my next question.
What weird food combinations do you enjoy?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Now, Aiden has a lot of weird things to do with food. So I thought that this would be a very appropriate question. So maybe not necessarily. Start maybe with like some of the things you've created,
Okay.
and then go
Okay.
into which ones were the best, or like which ones you enjoy, or like, yeah, what
Okay.
weird food company.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So there's a guy in the office named Damien McDonough. Amazing man. I look up to him a lot. Really strong, really courageous, inspiring all around.
Shout out to you, Damien.
We're actually in his office recording this right now 'cause he's away. So thank you for the office.
Thanks, man.
As just swallow your food before you speak into the mic next.
Okay.
So disobedient. Anyway, so Damien is the master cook. Okay, and I come into the office with these really low budget, just kind of random creations that I make, and I show Damien, and his response usually is, "Aiden, it's rotten." Like he looks at it and says that pretty much every time.
It's like literally a spot on impression.
Yeah. And then other people make different things, and he, Damien's just like, "Oh man, that looks really good." I'm like, "Damien, bro, look at my creation. How is this not any better than theirs?" I don't know. Some of the things I created, one that stands out in particular was this epic toasty that I made, this grilled cheese sandwich that I made. It had 2 fried eggs on it, 4 pieces of ham, a bunch of mushrooms, like 4 slices of tomato, 4 slices of cheese, and then it was all toasted, ready to go, and I poured hot beans over it, and I just ate it. It was incredible.
See, that sounded good until you got
The beans?
the beans.
Really?
I like beans and I like toasties. Not everything on the toasty that you mentioned I enjoy,
Okay. But it was okay until...
but just that combination. 'Cause the beans would make the toasty soggy.
No, you eat it pretty quickly. It's pretty crispy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So that was one of my favorites. I actually got the inspiration of the beans from when I went to Bradford. I visited a religious order there, and beans and toast is very popular. So I was like, I need to do something with this. That was one of my favorite creations. I also did one that was terrible. I don't think I've ever told anyone about this. No, I have. This is a different one. I'll tell you the next one next. But I had a bunch of rice, correct? A bunch of rice. And underneath the rice, in the middle of the rice, underneath it, melting away, were 3 generic chocolate bars.
No name.
You
It's
heard
not
it
even
right.
Good chocolate bars.
So there were Jive, which is like off-brand Twix, I think. Roar, which is off-brand. No, Roar is the name brand. Or no,
Yeah.
Lion. No, Lion is the name brand. Lion Bar.
Yeah.
Roar, which is off-brand Lion Bar, which is like, for our American listeners, it's like kind of like Crunch, maybe like Crunch Bar with like caramel.
I feel like it's
It's got rice in it.
it's like do you have O. Henry in
No,
America?
no, I don't. Anyways,
For you Canadian listeners, it's like O. Henry.
I meant American as like North American. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made that generalization. People have gotten really
That's
mad at me
okay, it's
before.
okay.
Yeah, we're all North American
Yeah.
here,
Well, except for the Irish listeners.
except for the Irish, yeah, and anyone else who's
We're just
not from
getting
North
really
America.
racist at this point.
Not racist? Is that really racist?
Nationalist? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I didn't
think-
think I was, being prejudiced
I
against
don't
anyone.
think you were either.
I don't think I was excluding anyone.
No, that's true.
Maybe I was. If I was,
No.
no.
Anyway, continue.
So I had and then the Dream Bar, which is a off-brand Milky Way. So I had all the 3 of those sitting on the plate, and I poured a bunch of white rice over it, and then waited a little bit, and the chocolate bars in the middle got very, very melted, and then I mixed it up, and I had a bunch of chocolate rice, chocolate and caramel and
So
rice.
gross.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of flack for that one. I got just wrecked from my coworkers. But another one I created was like this. I had noodles with like a bunch of vegetable in there, and then I was in this peanut butter phase, so I poured a bunch of smooth peanut butter over it. That was probably the worst one I've ever
Wait,
made.
what did you do?
It was pasta
Yeah.
with like I think it was just random like vegetables and stuff,
Okay.
and I poured a bunch of peanut butter over the noodles, and
Oh,
yeah, it was rubbish.
I was like not listening because I was
Closing your thing,
Mhm.
closing the
Wow, that's really gross.
the Southern Fried Chicken wrap packaging.
Yep.
But I don't know. My favorite combination of food. I suppose I'm taking a little too long in this question.
good.
But do they have to be kind of weird?
No, just well, it says weird, but no, like just yeah, weird.
Okay. I love peanut butter and jelly. Is that weird?
That's pretty common though.
It's pretty common.
Mm.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I don't know. There's not one like that I keep going back to
Yeah.
time and time again, you know?
Yeah.
I just eat anything and everything.
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's my question that I asked you.
No, it's okay.
But this is something that like when I tell people they're quite appalled.
Okay.
But it is peanut butter on a bacon. Excuse me, peanut butter on a bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Really good.
It's really, really good.
Really good.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, I think that's probably.
I think I have
well, no, because like, I mean, because I'm Canadian and living in Ireland, Irish people are always like, "Do you love maple syrup?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I would put it on everything."
Wow,
And
even
one
snow.
thing I always do, yeah, snow. And one thing that I always use an example for is scrambled eggs.
Do you actually?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I put it right onto scrambled eggs.
Can you even taste the scrambled eggs anymore? Or
Yes,
is it just
of course.
overpowered by the syrup?
It's really good.
I'll try it.
Yeah, do.
Next
it's really
episode,
good.
I'll eat it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So one I quickly thought about before we move on
Yep.
is when I eat a bowl of cornflakes, sometimes what I do is I put peanut butter on it,
Okay.
and then I'll pour honey over it,
Right.
and then just cut up some banana and put it in there.
Okay.
The only weird thing I'd say is that the fact that you're pouring milk and cornflakes over it. But that combination of bananas,
Yeah.
honey, and peanut butter is
It's
common
normally
enough.
pretty good, yeah.
But I challenge you, listeners, try it in a bowl of cornflakes. It's amazing. God bless you, my
Thank
friend.
you so much. I don't know if you could hear that.
They probably could.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's good.
Um,
Thank you for the question, Patrick.
see, 'cause that would be really good in like porridge.
Oh, that would be porridge is the
porridge.
porridge
Um,
is the Irish name.
so yeah,
So-
I mean, it would probably be all right.
Yeah.
Great.
You ready for the next one?
I am so ready.
All right, Patrick. So you alluded to in episode 2, I believe.
Yep.
That you enjoy making movies, directing movies.
Yeah.
That you're a big
correct.
movie fanatic.
Yeah.
So my question for you is, if you could create, produce, and direct one movie, what would it be about? What would it be, and what would it be about? One movie, only one.
Only one.
This is your legacy.
And so this is like, do I have like unlimited resources?
Yes. Oh yeah. You can go
Okay.
all out.
Wow.
I figured you might like that one.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
Yeah.
I've got lots of ideas
Mm-hmm.
for movies that I'd like to create someday. I think the one that's coming to mind right now, that if I had to create one, it's based on the nativity story. So like
Wow.
Jesus being born.
Yeah.
But it's told from the perspective of the innkeepers.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Tell me about
so-
that.
And so basically, like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph are almost like secondary characters. And so like, it's the
Wow.
innkeepers, and how like they all have like this kind of like innkeeper club or something like that, like in
Mhm.
Bethlehem. And how they're all going crazy because like, the king, was it King Herod that was like, we need to have the big thing where
The census.
the census, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then like all the innkeepers are like coming up with a strategy for like
Right.
how they can hold everybody that's going to be coming in this the massive influx
Right.
of people. And so then yeah, like, there's this one final there's this one final inn that, that has it's still full of people, but he's like, different to the other innkeepers.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, just kind of more, I suppose his morals, like the other innkeepers are kind of focused on like, need to get as much money as possible, like all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then there's the one that's just kind of thinking like, how are we going to be able to cater this many people? Like, how are we going to be able to take care of them, feed them well, give them a warm place to stay, like all this kind of stuff.
Wow.
And so then when when Mary and Joseph appear, then they're like, oh, well, our inn is full, but, and it's like coming from the, like behind the door, like instead of like Joseph's perspective, like looking into the inn, it's like coming from over the innkeeper's shoulder.
Wow. Yes.
And
That's
then,
amazing.
So I've based a short film off of this, sorry. I've based a short film off of it. Um, and like it'll probably be a scene in the short film because, well, I mean, to a certain degree, the short film is Saint Joseph
Okay.
trying to put Jesus to bed for the first time because, like, he's this newborn father.
Wow. It's a short film.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
awesome.
then like the wife of the innkeeper comes out, so I think that this could be part of like the feature length film.
Yeah.
The innkeeper wife coming out and like teaching Saint Joseph how to take care of a baby
Yeah,
because
wow.
Saint Joseph wouldn't necessarily know how to
You
do
wouldn't
that.
know.
And so like giving blankets and stuff, and then after Jesus, Mary and Joseph move on from the inn, then the repercussions of Bethlehem and how this guy's inn is just like flourishing because they looked after the Son of God, and the other inns, like, they start to kind of decline, and like just a lot of, like, they go through a lot of hardships because like they turned Jesus away.
Wow.
And then kind of like the innkeeper's children, being told this story of like
Wow.
these people that came in, and then them seeing, like, and then the grandchildren like seeing the crucifixion, you know, of Jesus, and being like, like having this idea, like, I think
Wow.
that's the people that like our grandparents like let stay at our inn,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
See, I was gonna ask. I'm glad you got to it because I was gonna ask how it would end. Because
Yeah, because it would be quite short without.
yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
that sounds like an amazing ending.
I think it would be kind of like the story of the inn afterwards.
That'd be awesome,
kind of
man.
the
Let's
generations,
do
but
it.
then like when Jesus dies, then
Wow.
it kind of like maybe like an angel appears to them or something like that, or or Jesus. Oh, because like that would be really cool, eh?
If the
When Jesus
grandchildren saw
resurrects,
Jesus.
in his time,
Okay.
in his time, like his 30 days or whatever before he goes back up to heaven, he goes and visits that inn, and like thanks them for like
Giving
helping
them
giving them a place to stay when nobody else did, and then they're just like, wait, what? And then
Wow.
yeah, that would be really cool.
It sounds like a very blessed inn to be at.
Yeah.
I would love to go there and just. They sound like a great couple running the inn, the innkeepers.
Yeah.
Are they
Good
married?
people. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'd love to go and just have a cup of tea with them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, learn a little bit about them. Maybe go out back, see the
Bethany
birth of
and,
Jesus.
John.
Huh?
That's their names.
Bethany and John.
Yeah.
Did you just come up with that, or is that scriptural?
No, I just came up with that.
It's good names.
Thank you.
Good names, yeah.
'Cause it's Bethlehem. Bethany.
That's amazing.
I'm just kidding. That's probably not going to be their names. Maybe we'll. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll think of something. Just do a random name generator
Yeah.
online. See what you get.
Yeah.
Female, male.
Cool.
Someone could do that for us.
That
That'd
was
be
a
great.
really good question. I really like that one.
Good. I'm glad. I really liked hearing about it, Patrick.
Thank you.
Patrick the Grant.
Yeah. Next question for Aiden. It's a. So I really like this one. I thought this one was funny. To be honest, like, I kind of forgot about the questions. So I was like in a rush.
That's okay.
And so I looked up good questions on.
Oh, nice. Cool.
And then I just picked the ones that would apply to Aiden the best. But this one's I really like this one. I'll come up with better, more creative questions for next time.
Hey, no worries. No worries.
So this one is what movie, picture, or video makes you laugh no matter how many times you watch it?
Movie, picture, or video?
Yeah. So like memes, movies, like
Okay.
lines, whatever it is.
Interesting. Yeah. Ooh, that is a good question. Well, there's one meme that comes to mind that I pretty much always laugh at, and it's a picture of the Queen in in like a poncho, and she's just.
The Queen in a poncho.
I think it's Queen in a poncho. You could probably look that up. Queen in poncho meme.
Yeah.
I pretty much always. It's pretty funny. She's just staring at the camera and smiling, and any caption just is hilarious. We played this game called What Do You Meme? We like censored it because it was pretty vulgar. The game itself.
Yeah,
but
it is a really fun game. As
it
long
is
as you take out kind of.
As long
like
as you take
more
out the crappy
the
ones,
dirty cards.
Yeah. So we did that, and I was picking the most funny caption for that meme.
Yep.
And it's like apples to apples, but with memes. And every single one, I was just dying laughing. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know
really
many
funny.
memes. I'm not a meme lord.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah.
I love the It's Wednesday, My Dudes Vine.
Of course. That's
I laugh
such
at
a
that one.
classic. Yeah.
I don't know if I have a film that I always laugh at. I don't know. Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I always laugh at Anchorman.
Anchorman. I've only seen that once.
Anchorman is a classic.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to think.
What movies do you always laugh at, listeners?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let us
get
know.
back to us.
Email us, Instagram us,
Text us.
Facebook us,
Hi.
text us,
Yeah.
whatever.
Cool. Thanks for the question.
I always laugh at you know that snail meme, like the how
Oh,
long does
yeah.
snails sleep for, and then it's just like, sir, you've been in a coma for 3. I think I mentioned that on the on one of the podcasts.
Oh, you did on
Yeah.
episode 0.
Honestly, it's the funniest meme every time I
Do
see
you want
it.
to just describe it again so people know?
Yeah, so for those of you that didn't listen to the pilot episode, there's this meme, right? And somebody just Google searches, how long do snails sleep for? And so then it just says 3. It's supposed to say 3 years, but they like Photoshop out the years part, and so it just says 3. And then it's like the meme where like the nurse goes to the coma patient, and the coma patient is waking up, and so the nurse is going over to a snail in the bed, and it's just like, sir, you've been in a coma for 3. And then the snail's like, oh boy, I am well rested. And it's honestly just,
It's so funny.
it's my favorite meme.
Are you sure it's not 3 days?
No, it's 3 years because
Snails
I did
actually
a Google search. I did a Google search.
Oh
and
my
it said
gosh.
3
I was
years.
going to say, why do you always say years? That's an incredible amount of time for a snail to
It
sleep.
is.
How
but
often do they sleep?
I don't know.
Probably every 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years on, 3 years off.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Have you ever seen a sleeping snail?
Probably.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. I've seen snails. Like, I remember I was geocaching once, and there was like this drain. And so I like lifted the metal grate to the
Yeah.
drain, and there were a bunch of snails on the side as I
Okay.
lifted. And so I tried to carefully put it back down so it didn't
Wake them up.
disrupt what I thought to be their sleep. Now thinking about it.
Wow.
Geocaching is fun.
It is really fun.
It is really fun, yeah, especially in
One
Ireland.
time we were geocaching, me and my friends. Well, no, we weren't even geocaching. We just found a geocache.
Randomly.
We were at a park, and we found a geocache.
That's awesome.
And we found, like, there's a tech deck inside. And we didn't have anything to trade for it. But one of my friends just took the tech deck and,
like the skateboard, the finger skateboard.
yeah, the finger skateboard. And, like, it was right next to an airport. So, like, there's a fence that, like, blocks you from getting into the airfield.
Yeah.
And my friend just threw it over the fence.
Dude, that was a tech deck.
I know. First of all, it was a tech deck. Second of all, like, he didn't have anything to put back in.
Why did he throw it over the fence? What was he
I don't know.
thinking?
I don't know. What were you thinking? If you're listening to this, friend of mine.
You know who you are. You threw
Yeah,
the tech deck
you
over
do.
the airfield
I can
fence.
think of your face right now.
I'm
No,
getting angry.
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't get
I
angry.
should be angry.
Yeah.
No, okay. I won't get angry. I get angry pretty easily, unfortunately. I'm
But you
working
know
on
what you
it.
should do?
What's up?
If you're listening to this, friend, you should go back to that geocache and put something in to replace the tech deck.
Yes, do
You
it.
should go to
Redemption.
Dollarama, buy a tech deck, and put it in.
Dollarama. How many Dollaramas are there in PEI?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. There's also the Great Canadian Dollar Store.
Which one's better? Is it like a
I
toss up?
actually think the Great Canadian Dollar Store is better.
Okay.
Just a bit more quality.
A little bit more selection, maybe.
Yeah. And the stuff doesn't break as quickly.
Yeah. Not as cheap.
Yeah. There's also the Buy Right.
Buy right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um.
I'm trying to think what we have in Minnesota. We have Dollar General.
Oh.
That's one. I don't go to many dollar stores. The Great American. No, I'm joking. The Great American Dollar Store.
We also have a bagel shop.
Are you eating a bagel now? What are
No,
you
I'm
eating?
eating a brownie.
Oh, okay. Brownie.
It's got it's got chocolate filling in the brownie.
Oh, that sounds unreal.
It's really good.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Great Canadian, bagel store. The Great Canadian Bagel. That's what it's called.
What's with this Great Canadian type theme?
We're great, man. We're great.
Yeah. No, I know you're great. It just
Tony the Tiger.
yes. Tony.
Yeah.
Anyways, great. So have you gotten bagels at the Great Canadian Bagel?
Yeah, the best bagel. Chocolate chip bagel. So they do seasonal cream cheeses.
Oh, nice.
The best
like
thing
pumpkin
ever.
spice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the best is toasted. You always have to clarify it. Like, you get a bagel. And you're like, could I get a chocolate chip bagel? Toasted? Of course I want it toasted. Like,
Who doesn't want to toast? Why would you eat a
know.
non-toasted bagel?
Like maybe if you're like buying them like in bulk to like take some home,
Yeah.
but they were like,
Yeah, true.
like I just want one bagel like toasted.
It's
Yes,
probably
please,
it's
I'd like
probably
toasted.
regulation. They probably have to.
Yeah.
It's like Chick-fil-A. You have to say my pleasure.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, chocolate chip bagel toasted with butter, and it's Christmas time, so eggnog, cream cheese.
No way. You're joking.
Yes.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Is there alcohol in the
No,
eggnog?
No, it's
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's.
I need to come to
privileged.
PEI and just experience life
Great
there.
Canadian bagel.
And Dollarama and the Great Canadian
Great
Dollar
Canadian
Store. Oh man.
Buns and things.
Buttons and things?
Buns.
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 Buns
It's
and
a
things.
bakery. It's called Buns and Things.
Buns and things.
Yeah, they have a jingle.
What does it say?
Buns and things, quality baking. You're gonna love our buns and things. Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's how
really
it
well
goes.
done. How would they compare to Tim Hortons? How do you feel about Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons isn't necessarily a bakery.
Okay.
It's like a chain.
Like a coffee shop.
It's like Starbucks, but
Yeah.
cheaper.
Cheaper. Oh yeah, I would.
Yeah, yeah.
Starbucks can get pretty expensive.
But I do enjoy Tim Hortons. Lucy, do you want to come in?
Lucy just passed Damien's office and gave us a big thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, Lucy.
Shout out to you, Lucy. We'll have you in on the podcast someday.
Definitely.
But yeah, no. Tim Hortons is good. I do enjoy it. Buns and Things is just a bakery. Like they don't really have
Okay, coffee.
stuff like that.
Cool. Cool. That's awesome, man.
Good buns though.
I don't know how we got from. What were we talking about? We were talking about food combinations. Was that the last question?
No, the snail.
Oh, the snail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. To buns and things.
I don't know, man.
Dude, conversation just
Crazy.
evolves.
It does.
You ready for the last question, man?
Yes, absolutely.
We're almost finished with our lunch break here, so I think we're probably going to have to get back to work
we'll
soon.
need to
All
wrap
right,
it up.
Patrick, this is my last question for
Yes,
you. How often do you check your privilege? And how often should normal people check their privilege?
I don't.
You don't?
Actually, no, I do. Sometimes. Not
Okay.
really though.
All right. I was just wondering.
I don't really, like everybody here is privileged, I feel like.
Yeah, it's true.
And so it never really crosses my mind how much I need to check it.
That's how privileged you are?
That's how
Oh my
privileged I
gosh.
am, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad I brought it up.
Thank you I feel like people should always check their privilege. So much so that they should buy our t-shirt when it comes out.
It'll remind you always to check
Yeah.
your privilege.
Yeah.
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 I suppose we could link the design once our t-shirts
Once it's
come,
put
and you
out,
can
yeah.
look at them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. That was my question.
Great.
I figured you might appreciate that one.
I did.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
for
You're welcome.
reminding me. Please keep
You're
me
welcome.
accountable to check my privilege.
Next time, don't get a brownie with chocolate filling on the
I
inside.
got
That
2
sounds.
brownies.
You got 2 brownies?
Yeah.
That sounds really privileged to me.
Yeah.
That's oh my gosh, bro, check it.
I saw them and they were 49 cents each. So I was
Okay.
like, I need to get 2
Yeah, that's not bad.
because I might be privileged, but I'm not. I'm still poor.
That's true. You're poor in heart.
But I'm
You're
rich.
poor in
I'm
spirit.
rich in spirit.
Are you rich in spirit?
Yeah, but I'm poor in money.
Aren't we told to be poor in spirit? Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they shall inherit the kingdom of God. Question mark? Is that it?
Sure. Beatitudes.
The Beatitudes.
Shout out to you, Beatitudes.
The Beatitudes are great.
That was a
Blessed
very
pure
breathy laugh. Every time I'm very self-conscious of how I laugh now because
Don't worry about it, man. Just let it
Thanks.
flow. You can even back up from the mic a little bit.
So yeah,
Yeah.
guys, this brings us to the end of the podcast.
Yep.
Thank you again so much for listening.
We had. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah, this one was
I
fun.
really enjoyed
it
this
definitely had more structure.
Yeah, it was good.
The last few episodes, I've been like, the first half has been kind of weak, and then the second half has been,
Yeah.
it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But this one, I felt like it was solid throughout.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. We had some good conversations.
Yeah. It was
Next time we plan on maybe having a couple more guests. We don't know. Yeah.
We've got a few guests lined up for our next episode.
Yeah.
Um.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it will be great.
Yeah.
So please stay tuned.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't forget to check us out on Instagram Check us out on Spotify if you have it. SoundCloud listeners, keep doing you. And
I just want to say our listeners are awesome.
you guys really are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You're
really
consistently awesome.
surprised. I was checking our stats,
Mhm.
and we have like 82 listeners.
82.
82.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It really
Praise
is.
God.
I didn't think that this would be so successful.
I know. I think
It's
people.
really not if you look at compared to other,
No.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, it is.
But we're just called to be faithful, not successful.
We're all to be consistently inconsistent.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
So listeners, thank you again, and don't forget to check your privilege.
Amen, brother. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Cue the outro music.
Nice.
Yeah.